All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 4. It's mutated into human form, shoot it!
Ah! That's an amazing reference, but also like, really, shoot it. Take it down, bring it down! So would this still only count as one, though?
Yeah. And we just need Treebeard to come up and be like, eat earth, drink deep.
Away with you.
Away with you.
Would this be considered a church plant?
God damn it.
Like, there's so many, like, great jokes you can make about this, but this whole situation is deeply disturbing. Because not only is this something where you have a cult kind of meeting that brings, a bunch of really, like, off people, then together to a being that then says, I will now guide you and bring the world towards happiness as long as you keep worshiping me. And then it's then it takes the form of an actual person, a young child even.
Well, and speaks, the fact that it's doing that at all.
That's a baseline. We're operating from the standpoint of typical Mob Psycho weirdness. We're now off into the this is literally a Final Fantasy Primal.
Yep. We need to phone in Stewie Griffin so we can be like, so broccoli, we meet at last.
We need the scoins of the Seventh Dawn right now. Yes, get them over here now. Get
root
on this
and
shit.
Stem, get rid of it. Yeah,
whole thing. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Just a normal everyday occurrence.
おはよう。昨日どうして待ち合わせ場所に来なかったの？
すっかり忘れてたわ。
忘れてたって。
集会の前日に幹部会議があってね。そこにフラッと現れたのよ。本物の教祖様がもう大丈夫だから。
Oh, her smile. That's just like season 1, episode 3.
大丈夫って何が？
Okay.
すっかり忘れてた。いや、どうして土壇場で忘れちゃったんだか。
Oh god, a lot of people are forgetting things.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
昨日街で急に勧誘されてセミナーに行った。
Oh god.
そっちに興味が湧いちゃった。サイコヘルメット教に祈りを捧げるの。1日5分でご利益があるんだって。
なんか雑っすね。
どうだ？そいつが教祖になったやつだ。見覚えあるか？いえ、全く。あ、超能力者だよな。残念だが、もうモブの出る幕はなさそうだな。
Dang. Flexing with that hand animation.
Yeah.
まともだお前はそういうタイプじゃないしな。建物の写真。あ、なんかすごいひび。建造物の回復
Oh.
現象。現場で調べてみたが、ただの
Yeah.
Yeah, the vines weren't visible. Oh, okay, no. All right.
街中に張り巡らされた根っこが栄養を求めて道路や鉄筋コンクリを突き破ってる。外来種かとも思ったんだが、根の発生源は最悪の場所だった。
I like that there's no beating around the bush. This is immediately, yes, pun intended. Yes.
それにまあ、俺たちの責任
Just a bit.
Oh,
協力してくれ。
oh no. How many people are gonna try and stop them now?
Oh, everybody.
真珠の一部を踏んま
Oh no!
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 Eating shit? This is a problem because it's not even about whether or not it actually has something to do with them. The belief in it itself might be enough.
活力が
This feels like that one Battle Shonen movie.
No!
よくあるプラシーボ系の商品だろ。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
サイコヘルメット様。万歳。
Holy shit.
Yeah, retch that shit out.
超即死発
Yeah, he notices it because he's a psychic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
天皇派の発信源は真珠の方角。
Let's get everybody
But you're
together.
gonna tell people about this. Oh god. Okay. Well,
Well, we gotta get everybody in. Yeah.
バリアか。
Yeah.
誰？君ここで何をしてるんだい？
誰って僕は神に決まってるじゃないか。
Oh shit.
神様。
今後も信仰に励み。
Oh.
信仰。神。サイコヘルメット。
Oh shit. Oh. Hell yeah.
僕を洗脳したな。
Holy shit.
おいおい、殺す気かよ。
どうせ人じゃないんだ。
その通り。神だ。いい加減にしろよ。
All right.
洗脳派。
Oh.
サイコヘルメット教に対する異形の念のようなものを強制的に抱かせてくる。だが強い感情で押しの
Strong emotions, baby.
All right.
行くぞ。
All right.
Don't think he's done though.
Yeah, he's the whole broccoli.
Yeah. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
But I don't think he was able to.
Yet. Oh, yes, our plant expert. Oh. No inferior plants in my presence. Oh. Although
It's
having
green,
such
I
a
don't
random
trust it.
character from season 2 just be like a, hey, yeah, I care about plants, yeah. Everybody's gonna come back. We're gonna have an Avengers Assemble moment. He's talking to it. Immediately knows. Yeah, yeah. Alright, alright. Puts down the tea that had that. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna get all the characters because they're all gonna be brainwashed and try and fight Mob.
That's not. Oh. Oh, it is Dimple.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to bait him into a false sense of security if it isn't actually just Dimple.
Right.
You know? It's like, oh,
Also, I think
let's
I've
go
been
with this. Get off
combining-
your high horse.
I think I've also been combining Teruki and Hanazawa's names together into Terasaka for some reason. Or maybe that was his nickname all along, but... Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah, that's all
because he
connected.
was being watched.
Yeah. Please show me your plan. Lift it up, carry it off, sink it into the ocean. I don't think that would work.
I don't think so. This thing needs to go into space.
This thing needs to be yeeted and deleted. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let's bring Ritsu into this, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, this is a bit different than a piano.
Aww.
So we could get a power of friendship ending.
He's being drawn to it.
Yeah. Just little quiet suggestions to imbibe it. Just a bit.
Yep, yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. God, I love Reagan so much.
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
yeah,
this is terrifying.
That's...
僕も後にしとく。ブロッコリー引き抜いてから。その前に。
Yep, here we go. He's now directing their direction and everything.
Yep.
Oh God.
サイコヘルメット教の人たちだよ。は？兄さん、考え直そうよ。真珠はみんなの心を。
And they already know about it. Like.
Yep.
この町には真珠が必要なんだよ。ちょっと待て。いつの間にそいつらと情報共有。
We just told you about it.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have done that.
そう警戒せず平和に話し合いましょう。
Holy shit. Reagan's being offered free stuff. He doesn't usually turn away free stuff, but...
They just ran away!
Yeah.
No! That's creepy! I love that they have the sense to be like, get the fuck away! Get the fuck away!
さっきの部屋にこれが大量にあった。こいつでリツは洗脳されたのかもしれん。リツが洗脳されたって、そんなの放っておくわけには。
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Holy shit!
Might as well be in the Matrix.
Uh-huh.
真珠をどうにかするなんて無理ですよ、あなたたちには。
Oh God.
That's...
どうしてこんなことに。どうすれば。
Soon you're gonna have to use your psychic powers on people.
Yeah.
And
いえ、悪い人たちではないと思います。ただ、みんなと一緒に何かするのを楽しんでるだけで、新教祖が登場してからは違う。
wow.
もしあの人が偽物で、みんなを騙して崇めさせているんだとしたら、やり方が気に食わない。もしかしてお前、自分が本物のサイコヘルメットだと言いたいの？
Ooh.
いや、もともと教祖の存在なんて虚像でしかなかったわけだろ。同好会の会長と思えば自然だし。
Ooh.
円滑な運営を維持するためのまとめよう。
Oh.
きっと大変な仕事だ。彼らに真珠が必要だって言うなら。
Oh God.
Yeah, has Reagan already been gotten to?
We don't know.
Because he doesn't have psychic powers, so theoretically he should be easy to mind control.
Yeah.
レーゲン首相、もしかしてですけど、洗脳されてませんか？洗脳されてないのに、お前は洗脳されてるって言われるのはこんな気持ちか。
Oh. Oh. Oh.
この世界は真珠やサイコヘルメット教と共生していくんだから。
Whoa.
俺は行かねえぞ。もしかしたらこの街で
Sure.
僕だけが。
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's build the music. Holy shit.
みんな通してあげて。モブくんが歩きます。
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god! This is episode 4!
初代サイコヘルメット様だ。
Oh.
That was...
All right. Well. All
Holy
right.
shit, that episode was chilling.
That was terrifying.
Oh,
the
man.
idea that Mob, the one who has the frequent explosions, is then watching everyone just kind of quietly shift. Whereas for him, if this kind of stuff was to happen, it would be very like abrupt because he would bottle it, and then it would be exploded out. But for this, it's the just quietly everyone around him is just putting on masks. And they're the smile masks. It's back all the way back then to his first really, I would say, kind of like really scary moment as everyone was saying around him, Mob, get a grip, get a clue.
Yeah.
And it's that on steroids in addition to combining it with the Dimple moment in episode 3 of the first season. So, yeah. Also, the reveal that Dimple is involved in this, it makes sense because that's where we saw him.
And yeah, he's
with
like
the
at the
Baku that
tree
one
and he's
time.
like, oh, I'm gonna...
He's going to do his thing.
He's gonna do his thing. But
the way it was,
like
the way it was speaking and interacting didn't feel like Dimple.
It didn't. Like,
I feel like Dimple's just piggybacking on it,
Right, because Dimple, I feel like with the kind of person that Dimple is, maybe it's that it had the powers of just general suggestion, right? But nothing more than that. It wasn't truly like anywhere near what it is now.
Right.
And so it appeals to Dimple's desire for power and things like that. And it's the, hey, you know, use me, right?
Yeah.
And then
who's to say Dimple wasn't the original one brainwashed by it?
exactly. And then from
just
there,
seduced by
then
it.
it's able to use much more direct methods and everything, right?
Actually creating psychic things that would basically be imbued with the power to brainwash, which is literally Dimple's ability.
Right.
Like that was what Dimple did with the masks and everything.
Yeah, so
it's
it's his
toolbox.
calling card, so it makes total sense.
Right. But it's way more effective because it's this is a mobile thing. This is something that can be passed around. It's also something that to unbrainwashed people, it doesn't look sinister.
No.
Even the slightest bit.
It's just, oh, they're now obsessed with this new thing. Okay.
Yeah, everyone's in for a fad. That's fine.
Sure.
But there's so many things that you could parallel this with in the way in which a really harmless thing becomes co-opted by something else, or just someone who isn't even really interested in the
thing itself, but
thing
then
itself.
they have bad intentions.
But they have bad intentions, can just basically keep people believing that it's that. But they're not even really letting people know they're taking it over.
Right. Well,
that's the thing, is that it's the people are willingly going in for this.
Yep.
Like that's the crazy thing, is that they weren't all just suddenly given candy at the meet and greet.
No.
There was something that happened then that made
Right.
them go, oh, I believe in him enough that I'll then be willing to make the candies, get the powder from all this stuff. Those are things that happened because they were so open to having a founder show up, to having a god that they could worship or something. So,
and the thing is, a lot of Reagan's points that he makes, even if he's being brainwashed, they're solid points. Like, yes, it's basically just a fan club, or that's how it started, right? You know,
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have a fan club and there's got to be a leader, sure, okay.
you don't have necessarily anything immediately bad that they're doing.
Right.
And thus, if they're happy, why are you trying to step in the way of their happiness? Which is that kind of works. But
As long
the
as
thing
it's
is,
not hurting anybody, there you go.
well, right. But then it's what do you define as hurting? I would say that overriding someone's will is a pretty hurtful
Hurting
thing
them.
to do.
Yeah.
Because you don't know whether or not they actually have the ability to respond honestly.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing of where you could have the person who's smiling with the mask and stuff, and it's like, save me, you know?
Right, exactly. Oh,
You know?
God.
So terrifying.
That.
So
Yeah,
here we are.
Can you imagine if you were in a situation like that and you knew that you were being brainwashed, but you couldn't stop it?
Well, that's the terrifying thing about brainwashing, is you
You
wouldn't
don't
know.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You would genuinely think, oh, this is the best thing
Right.
ever.
If you can tell, it's not brainwashing.
The main
just
way
mind
that
control.
you can tell is that to other people, you'll have some lower cognitive abilities and stuff. You'll be unable to handle kind of critical thinking with regards to this. You'll probably have some other issues with asking questions about it. This is classic cult-like stuff.
Right. Well, and that's why it's so fun and scary as a concept, because there are elements of it that are very much rooted in reality.
Oh, it's
just
entirely rooted.
blown up to the grand proportions because, hey, psychic powers. Here you go.
Well, in some ways, this is my favorite part about this, is that there's never really a single person doing a miracle. There's claims about those kinds of things, but no, those are things that happened a long time ago. They don't have those aren't not a thing. It's the what we have now are organizations, money, and power that's consolidated, and there's no actual supernatural thing going on. The part that I feel is where this one just kind of goes, oh, we're going straight to the supernatural, is just that this guy, this entity, this form that's a fusion of Dimple, or just the avatar of the divine
broccoli.
tree of the broccoli, all these things mishmashed together, actually exists. And there's that. It's the whole thing of where people will claim that there's some kind of supernatural thing happening within them because they ate the special candy or drank the special juice, and it's exactly the thing that Hanazawa was bringing up, it's just some placebo effect, they're having their fun, whatever, it's fine. But then it's the, no, this is actually a problem. But that's where you get into the cult shit, is we're going to take something that is literally like giving them like, what was it? I'm trying to remember, was it Valium or some other things? There was this cult that was basically slowly poisoning its members, but it was making them more susceptible to impression and stuff like that.
Okay.
And many of them became sick, and I don't remember which cult this was, but these kinds of practices are usually handled by people that are not under the influence of the thing or what have you. They know exactly what they're doing, and there's nothing supernatural about them at all. So that's where you can kind of use this situation to bridge off and go, well, this is nothing like that because we have a leader that is supernatural, that is doing the things, instead of just claiming it.
Right. It's the thing of, theoretically, a real life cult could get this
Hit this situation.
get into this situation.
Right.
But most of the time it doesn't, or
Or even
it's
if it
easier
does,
to tell, or
even if it does, it happens much slower because
Right,
it's
exactly.
being done primarily through money.
yeah, you aren't actively directly influencing the people's minds, and if there's some
It's very
cases where
indirect,
it does, then
yeah.
it's right.
Yeah.
But okay,
Okay.
here we are.
Here we
Mob
are.
is going to confront the thing. The other people are acknowledging Mob as the original Helmet Sama.
And the way they all kind of parted of like, go.
Yeah,
We're ready for you.
Oh boy.
Like, think about how terrifying this is for Mob, whose whole thing has been about growing to the point where he's able to stand on his own, but also then lean on others with regards to his emotions so that he doesn't have to blow up constantly.
Right.
That's what the first 2 seasons has kind of been. And
Yeah.
now this thing comes along and kind of threatens to upset half of that by basically saying, hey, all those connections that you had, they're gone. All of them.
Yep.
Yeah. A great example of this. This is very, very chilling in the way that it can be kind of brought up, is the way in which people can get into very hard-lined like severing of relationships and stuff when people fall for cults, extreme politics, or conspiracies and stuff. I had an example of this where some people that I had known for a long time turned out to be conspiracy-ridden flat earthers and stuff like that, where they not only believed in that, but then it's from there it went
If you can believe that the Earth is flat, then what else can go along?
Well,
with
no,
it?
but they literally like talked about some of the things that they would like then had drawn as conclusions from that, and it's like talking to a brainwashed person.
Yeah.
It's literal brainwashing, and that's, I think, the thing that is really fun about this story here is I think they're drawing direct connections to social media and the way in which
it can make things like that spread much, much faster.
right, the way in which misinformation or information designed to brainwash can quickly spread, and people just pop that shit in, don't question it at all.
Right, because-
and then parrot it immediately with the, oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
No questions asked. And everybody else can kind of tell what's going on of like, well, hold on. You don't have to just immediately accept this as fact or what have you just because you read it somewhere. Like, stop, slow down a second. So I think this is a very like relevant storyline to go into here.
Because one of the things that brainwashing in fiction oftentimes has some kind of forced effect, right? It's supernatural or they're drugged or whatever. Yes, that can.
It robs characters of agency.
It robs characters of agency, but also that's not why brainwashing is scary, right? It's because the person knows, like they go into it with both eyes open, and at some point they convince themselves or are convinced that they're gonna shut their eyes now, right? And it's nope, nothing else matters. This is what it is, and you can't tell me different.
Yep.
And what do you do when you're in a situation like that? Here, it's great. There's a broccoli. You defeat the broccoli, maybe the people will be okay.
Right.
In the real world, well, you can't really do that.
You can't.
Like, it doesn't work.
It doesn't
because
work.
brainwashing it's just getting to a point where you are made to believe something and then don't accept other perspectives.
Yeah,
With that kind of definition, brainwashing is happening all the time.
All the time. It's actually a very creepy thing. Is that generally, I would say, for the most part, rather than turning this into a doom and gloom thing, just accept the fact that there are stimuli, things like that are trying to brainwash you in the same way that at the low base implements to the point where it's not even really entirely brainwashing, because that's kind of a hard, like, it's almost like a buzzword.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
that marketing and ads are a form of that. And it's the idea that for a period of time, there's going to be some point in the next week, or if you're watching YouTube, for instance, you're going to see an ad that is trying to persuade you to think and feel a certain way when you see certain images and stuff.
Right.
That's a very low form of exactly what this is. But then it's the idea of you still have the choice at some point to not buy that or believe that or spend more time on that. But it's on the things where if you have a belief that is so hard held onto that there is no possibility for someone to come along and basically say, hey, let's adjust that. Let's look at some things there.
Have you thought about this?
There's a possibility that you are under the effects of a form of brainwashing. Now, obviously, there's some things that we can kind of set aside and be like, well, I'm not necessarily going to question that, because you don't necessarily want to question whether or not the world is real or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something where there's going to be points when you'll like actively like have like opportunities to question that and stuff. And it actually, especially if there's a really like helpful belief in there, it's actually beneficial for you to question it.
Right, so because then you're...
So that it gives you the ability to then strengthen it to the actual points where you can tell that there are legitimate questions to that. So that's where brainwashing is so sinister, is that it makes you think that the questions are evil. The questions are wrong.
If you ever are in a situation where
it's
you're
really
basically
hard to know
told don't question it, just do it, or just think this way or whatever, that's a huge red flag.
That's a humongous red flag.
And the tough part is that there are some times where that is helpful, needed, and maybe like it can actually be necessary. If you're a young child, right, and your parent is like, don't touch the hot stove.
Don't cross the street.
Right, don't cross the street. That's we can talk about it later. Maybe I can explain it to you.
Someone is trying to protect you.
But just don't do that, right?
But if you're a free-thinking adult, you're no longer, you're no longer incapable of taking care of yourself, basically. That's positive. You're capable of taking care of yourself. There's a lot out there that is vying for your belief, and it's not necessarily a religion. It's not necessarily something as absurd as a broccoli cult.
Yeah, right.
And that's the part that we as people have an individual responsibility to be not necessarily like just skeptics of everything, but like people that ask good questions. And questions that are, I would say, beneficial and helpful questions tend to be ones that are ones that you are not necessarily looking for a specific answer.
Right, because then it's not a real question; it's a fake question.
Yeah, but okay, this episode just is gonna set us up for a crazy arc, and I
can't believe that this is episode 4.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
Like this is something that I would expect to be like end of Act 2 kind of a deal. Episode 8 or 9, right? And then it's the oh shit.
Right.
This is what happens right before the finale. This is the introduction to the season.
I'm scared because of how long they keep this up. It could delve very much into a Mogami situation, like in season 2, where it's we delve deep into Mob's psyche a little bit, and it's a lot, and it's we don't have the other characters involved in the story because this is Mob's story here, and it's oh god, wait, do we have a way to bring them back into the story outside of just destroying the broccoli? Because I don't think you can have a full season about that.
Right.
So where does the story go from here? And I don't think they're going to just immediately just resolve everything without any, consequences or anything. So
yeah.
This could be really crazy. But it already is kind of crazy. So
Just a bit.
yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah, but y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yes, I think that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.